Hello, everyone. Again, this is Antonio, and I'm coming at you with another exciting video. So, what we are talking about in this video is why are there so many or drugstore or pharmacies that's closing? Now, you do know that this country has a huge opioid addiction issue, and in hindsight, these stores like Rite Aid, CVS, um, Walgreens, a lot of them were sued. And in the process of suing these stores, they forked over billions of dollars. And forking over billions of dollars, I believe that the the reserves of cash that a lot of these stores had. Now, before we dive into this video, let's talk about the sponsor of this video. And the sponsor of this video is Viper VPN. The benefits of using Viper VPN for your online security and privacy. In today's digital age, online security and privacy are essential concerns for everyone. With the increasing threat of cyber attacks, hacking, and online surveillance, it has become crucial to protect your online activities from prying eyes. One of the best ways to ensure your online security and privacy is by using a VPN. And Viper VPN is a leading provider in this field. So you see the link in right below my name. So you can go ahead and click on that link and get your VPN today. So Rite Aid is filed for bankruptcy. What it means for the pharmacy chain and its customers. All right, rumors of Rite Aid plans to file for bankruptcy began circulating at the end of August, amid the company's mounting billions of dollars in debt, declining sales, and prescription painkiller lawsuit. So
faces
it
billions of dollars
definitely
in
is
debt,
something
along
that
with
needs to
thousands of
be
lawsuits,
paid
claiming
attention
it played
to.
a role in the growing opioid crisis. As part of the restructuring move, the company will close more stores, appoint a new CEO, and work to sell its pharmacy benefit management segment. Rite Aid, once the nation's largest drugstore chain, now a distant third behind CVS and Walgreens, has reached nearly $3 billion in losses over the past 6 years. The filing of bankruptcy puts all lawsuits on hold, including one from the Justice Department, which accuses Rite Aid of ignoring evidence that its pharmacists were filling opioid prescriptions despite red flags. In a statement, the company says it plans to stay in business after securing $3.5 billion in financing and debt reduction agreements from its lenders.
Thanks for watching. Straight Arrow News is on a mission.
Now, Rite Aid filed for bankruptcy Sunday and plans to close an untold number of stores across the United States as it battles slumping sales and a slew of opioid lawsuits. One of the largest pharmacy chains in the country, Rite Aid, has in recent years struggled to keep up with bigger drugstore chains like CVS and Walgreens as it faces legal hurdles related to acquisitions that had helped fuel the raging opioid epidemic. Now, I do want to point something out. When the crack was big in certain communities, nobody went to drugstores and sued them about filling certain prescriptions and things like that. But why were these companies sued for filling prescriptions? You got the prescription, and what you supposed to do? Not fill it? I guess it's a lot of murky area that I need to learn, but this is definitely something going on in the water. All right, rumors of impending plans to file bankruptcy, and like we just said, began circulating at the end of August amid the company's mounting billions of dollars of debt. So we're not going to reread that. Here's what you need to know about the filing, the legal woes, and Rite Aid's plans to stay afloat. Now, what does Chapter 11 bankruptcy mean for Rite Aid? The company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in New Jersey. The Chapter 11 filing means Rite Aid plans to stay in business while restructuring debts through a court-controlled process. Rite Aid even said in a Sunday statement that it has raised 3.45 billion in financing from lenders as it continues to operate its stores while in bankruptcy. Now, companies go in bankruptcy often, to be honest. And going in bankruptcy, remember Crystals just went through bankruptcy. You had you had Chevy and Chrysler went in bankruptcy, and you can still remain in operation mean. It just means that so many mountain lawsuits and all kind of stuff will cease from coming your way. When the company last filed a financial report in June, it had 3.3 billion in debt compared to the 135.5 million in cash it had on hand. That's important that you need to understand. They had more debt than the cash that they have. In the statement about Chapter 11 filing, Rite Aid laid out a restructuring plan that includes closing underperforming stores. All right. Founded in 1962, Philadelphia based Rite Aid is one of the largest pharmacy chains in the nation with more than 2,000 stores in 17 states. Um, Most customers won't have to worry about the bankruptcy filing disrupting their ability to shop or fill prescriptions at their local stores. Unless, of course, that store is slated to close. Rite Aid, which has closed several stores in recent months, said in its media release that it's preparing to close more. All right. Rite Aid regularly evaluates its store portfolio to ensure it is operating efficiently while meeting the needs of its customers, communities, and associates. The company said in a statement, these efforts will further reduce the company's rent expense and are expected to strengthen its overall financial performance. Joy Erico, a spokesperson for Rite Aid, declined to release further information about how many stores were related to close or what the timeline for closures would be when reached Monday. Rite Aid said in the statement that it will communicate with customers of stores that will be closing and ensure that they are able to access the services they need and at other nearby locations. Employees at closing stores will also be transferred where possible, meaning if you are in an area where you're the only store, of course, you won't be transferred. You'll be out of a job. All right. Rite Aid plans to use bankruptcy to resolve the legal disputes. Also sells some of its businesses, including prescription benefit manager, Alexar solution that it bought in 2015 for $2 billion. As part of the bankruptcy plan, Rite Aid appointed on Sunday a new CEO to lead the restructuring, Jeff Stein, who will also serve as member of its board. Elizabeth Burr, who have been serving as interim CEO since January, will remain on the company's board, Rite Aid said. Stein, the founder of financial adversary firm Stein Advisors, said in a statement the company plans to remain in business for the long term. My priorities will include overseeing the actions now underway to strengthen the company's financial position and further advance its journey to reach its full potential as a modern neighborhood pharmacy. We're going to stay right here. Now, Rite Aid is not the only place that's going through store closings or bankruptcies and things like that. Because when you look at a place like CVS, Walgreens, and also we just discussed Rite Aid, are closing thousands of stores. CVS plans to close 900 up to 900 stores by 2024. All right. Drugstore chains for decades saturated U.S. cities, suburbs, and small towns with new stores. Now they are closing thousands of stores, leaving gap in communities for medicines and essentials. Researchers find pharmacy closure led to health risks such as older adults failing to take medication. Let's stop right there because this is powerful. These types of stores were able to prop up wherever they went, and people went in them stores because they were able to fill a prescription. And if you see, for example, deodorant, what do? You go fill that. I mean, you go and purchase that while you're waiting on your prescription to be filled. You need paper towels, toilet paper, even milk and things like that, laundry detergent, even makeup you can get from these chains. Now the game has changed, right? Rite Aid, the third largest standalone pharmacy chain. Rite Aid was, I believe, the largest at one point. Filed for bankruptcy Sunday and will close roughly 400 to 500 stores of its approximately 2,200 stores. So it still will have up to 1,700 stores up. All right. So drug store struggles. Rite Aid bankruptcy reflects on long-term struggles in the retail pharmacy industry. The majority of drugstore sales comes from filling prescriptions, but their profits from the segment have declined in recent years because of lower reimbursement rates for prescription drugs. So now you see the actual fault. It's the lower reimbursement rates, right? The front end of drugstores where they sell snacks and household staples also face pressure. CVS, Walgreens, and Rite Aid are eliminating some locations as they face rising competition from these items from Amazon, big box stores, and pharmacies like Walmart and Dollar General in rural areas. And I just saw my first Dollar General grocery store um, about 2 days ago. Although drugstores benefit during the pandemic from people getting COVID-19 vaccines, fewer consumers visited stores to shop and volumes fell because people were getting fewer elective procedures. The pandemic was not a strong time for drugstores, said David Silverman, a senior director at Fitch Ratings. And this is the other part, and this is in the title. Theft has become a problem for drugstores in some locations, and some stores have resorted to locking up products to prevent theft. But this has made the customer experience worse. Well, cry me a doggone river, because guess what? I'll lock it up too if I was the business owner. I don't care nothing about that, all that. It the customer experience. You can't. We don't live in where the customer experience is beneficial because it's stealing too doggone much. That's why Target is shutting down stores in Portland, Washington State. They're shutting down stores in New York because of theft. Target went so far as to what? Link up with Homeland Security for face recognition tools to go after these thieves. So cry me a river. Drugstores are trying to pivot into the more lucrative healthcare industry in recent years and become primary care providers. CVS acquired health insurer Etana, and Walgreens took a major stake in primary care network Village MD. But this strategy requires fewer brick and mortar retail stores. All right, so retail pharmacy chains overexpanded in the past, often pushing out local pharmacies in the process. The number of independent pharmacies decreased by nearly 50% from 1980 to 2022. Rite Aid, CVS, and Walgreens have also shuttering stores for years. CVS, the largest U.S. chain, closed 244 stores between 2018 and 2022. In 2021, it announced plans to close 900 stores by 2024. Walgreens said in 2019 it would close 200 stores, and in June it announced an additional 150. So, by numbers, between 2018 and 2024, if I'm reading this correctly, CVS would close 1,144 stores, while Walgreens would close 150 plus 200, 350 stores. Loss of the retail pharmacy could leave a void, especially for lower income households. Roughly 1 out of every 8 pharmacies closed between 2009 and 2015, which affected independent pharmacies and low income neighborhoods, according to the study published by the Journal of the American Medical Association. So now, people, we get to see in real time the reason why a lot of these stores close. And that is because, one, the opioid crisis. Two, it's because of the debt, well, the amount of money they can make from the medicines. And three, thefts. So all three of them accounts for these store closures. So we're going to stay on top of this. This is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. All right.